As a kid, you might have gone to a few live sporting events, maybe your hometown's basketball game, but there's one team in particular that you would have remembered more vividly and probably had a much better time watching them than any professional basketball game. This is All Request History. If you're curious about the history of anything, you're in the right place. Subscribe here, put your request in the comments, and you can be the next video on All Request History. There's a professional basketball team that has a record of 27,000 wins and only 64 losses in the team's history. They're not just about winning games, but they're also about entertaining audiences with their unique blend of skill and showmanship. This is the story of the Harlem Globetrotters. In the early 1920s, an outstanding basketball team from Wendell Phillips High School in Chicago's South Side went on to form a professional team they called the Savoy Big Five. These guys played so well together, their perfect timing, precision passing, and unmatched ball handling led them to win most every game they played. Now, a fun fact, 3 members of the team were inducted into the Hall of Fame, but not as Globetrotters, and the reason why is coming up. Now, it started in 1926 when sports announcer and promoter Abe Saperstein purchased the rights to the Savoy Big Five. The reason Saperstein changed the name of the team was a marketing plan that would likely be subject to lawsuits today. He did intend the team to someday travel the world or trot the globe, but he chose Harlem as the city because in the 20s, Harlem, New York was the most recognizable center of the African American culture, and his new team was made up entirely of black players. Saperstein's intent was actually to celebrate and promote the all-black superstars to try to change segregation in an all-white sport. The son of a tailor, Saperstein sewed all the familiar red, white, and blue uniforms himself and gave them the moniker the world's home team. Because the team's skills were unmatched, it became actually comical to watch them stun the opposing teams with their razzle-dazzle pace and their unstoppable style of play. It didn't take long for Saperstein to utilize the team purely as entertainment, and in the 30s and 40s they played only exhibition games. It wasn't until the late 40s that the team actually started trotting the globe. By 1951, they entertained audiences in England, Ireland, France, Belgium, Holland, Italy, Spain, Portugal, Germany, Australia, and North Africa. The team has drafted over 750 players, and unlike the NBA, many of them have been women. Some spent their entire career as Globetrotters, and some went on to play with the NBA, but they all played legendary basketball, and they were masters at their craft. Here are just a few of the most recognizable players from years past.
From Wilmington, North Carolina, number 36, Meadowlark Lemon. From Greensboro, North Carolina, number 22, Frederick Curly Neal. From Wichita, Kansas, number 16, Lynette Woodward. From Detroit, Michigan, the Clown Prince of Basketball, number 46, Robert Showboat Hall. From New Orleans, Louisiana, number 52, Nathaniel Big Easy Lofton. From Brinkley, Arkansas, number 4, Herbert Flight Time Lang.
One familiar NBA Hall of Famer got his start with the Globetrotters in 1958. It was here that he got his skills, and like most Trotter superstars, he got his nickname too. LA Laker Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame in 2006. In the 70s, the team became TV stars. They were featured in Saturday morning cartoons, they appeared many times in ABC's Wide World of Sports, and they were hosts of their own variety show, the Harlem Globetrotters Popcorn Machine. Tours continued through the 80s and 90s, but their popularity began to drop and the team was at risk of bankruptcy. In 1993, the team was purchased, and not by a billionaire trying to diversify his portfolio. Former Globetrotter Manny Young Squirrel Jackson paid $5.5 million for the team, and not only was he the first African American in history to own a sports team, but he also tripled their revenue in the first 3 years and quadrupled in the next 5 years. Since the original owner, Abe Saperstein, called the team the Ambassadors of Goodwill, Manny carried on this legacy, contributing over $11 million to charity in his time as the owner for over 10 years. In the 2000s, not only did they remain popular, but they were also record-breaking, racking up a total of 35 Guinness World Records, like the longest blindfold shot, highest upward shot, longest underhand shot, longest hook shot, farthest shot made backwards, the highest slam dunk. In 2002, the team received one of the highest sports honors by being inducted into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame in Springfield, Massachusetts. Today, they're seen by millions of fans and have played in more than 123 countries and territories. They play up to 400 games per year and feature some of the best athletes on the planet. Treat yourself to a game soon and enjoy incredible ball handling, unmatched fan interaction, high-flying dunks, LOL comedy, the figure eight weave, the famous Harlem Globetrotters 4-point shot, which is a 35-foot jump shot. And the 3 team members mentioned earlier, they were inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame, but they started their career as Globetrotters. Ferguson Jenkins, an all-star pitcher for the Chicago Cubs, and Lou Brock and Bob Gibson played with the St. Louis Cardinals. The Harlem Globetrotters continue to inspire and entertain audiences through teamwork, sportsmanship, entertainment, and the power to bring people together and be happy even if it's just one basketball game at a time.